there, Bill Hitchcock. Welcome to the program, and boy, it is a big program. It is August 14th, Thursday, and we have got so much to get out to you. So just get a drink, get a sandwich, get whatever, sit back and enjoy, because again, we got a bunch to get out to you. How about in the fishing world? Would you call it a tarpon blitz? I would, because the tarpon activity has been ballistic in the southeastern part of North Carolina. Trout and flounder bite has turned on. Big drum in the central coastal area, and it's not just limited to there. The Spanish mackerel catches are great. And one of the things I'm real excited about, we're going to get into here a little later on, we have some brand new sea surface temperatures that will come in real time, and they're pretty. We also have a storm update, some marine fisheries news to get out to you. But first, storm update. Yep, I want to get this out to you. It's again, this is August 14th when we're doing this. The National Hurricane Center has put out their projections. And by the way, I want to clarify something with the National Hurricane Center. The white area shows, you see the white circles in the cone of uncertainty. If you know, get smart. It shows the possible margin of error. That is not showing size of the storm. That's showing where it could possibly go wrong. But what I want to show you first, I want to show you two loops. One is from the Euro, the ECMWF, and the other one is the GFS. This is from August 19th to August 24th. Now this came out on August 14th. But this is the forecast loop for the 19th through the 24th. So let me show you the Euro. The Euro, it will repeat itself, by the way. This loop will, that's what I'm calling it, a loop. The Euro, which is considered the most, well, it is the most accurate forecast model there is. Take a look where the storm is in relationship to North Carolina. Now, let me go on and show you the GFS. Now, it shows a storm that is a little bit more compact, but stays way off the coast of North Carolina. And this has been relatively consistent for the past several days for both of these systems. The Euro showing it closer, the GFS showing it further away. This is long-range forecast models. They will change, so just heads up for that. So be prepared, always be prepared for this time of year for storms that are coming on through. Now I want to get on to some marine fisheries news. A little bit of big news for a big fish, bluefin tuna. NOAA just came out with this press release. They say the recreational Atlantic bluefin tuna season is closed as of August 12th. It's closed all the way through the 31st. The closure affects all sizes in all areas for anglers with HMS angling or HMS charter headboat permits. The quota, including the Gulf of Maine trophy quota, has been reached. During the closure, anglers will be still able to catch and release or tag and release bluefin tuna under program rules and may fish for the other tuna species, but this closure does not affect the commercial fishing industry. Now, some flounder news. It's actually Marine Fishery Commission news. They're getting ready to have a meeting on the August 20th and 21st at the Hilton in Raleigh. But I want to focus on flounder. On the agenda, a vote on Amendment 4 to the Southern Flounder Plan. If passed, it would move the 50-50 commercial and recreational catch split to this year, not next year, as it's already as it's planned now. Don't forget that the flounder season, I'm sure you don't have it, opens up September 1st, goes through September 14th. This is for everybody in North Carolina, inland, joint, and coastal waters. Now, this is what I'm really excited about, sea surface temperatures. I'm always excited about sea surface temperatures, but particularly for SatFish. These people have just come on board. They're giving us real-time sea surface temperatures, among other things, and I'm just going to go over it real briefly. These charts combine the latest high-definition satellite. There's also sea surface temperatures, chlorophyll maps, and all. But right now, I just want to give a broad stroke of the sea surface temperatures and just show you how unique the coast of North Carolina is. All right, I just want to take a broad stroke look at the coast of North Carolina, the seawater surface temperatures. You can see how the colors, they're vibrant, and you can tell the color differentials here. Just again, want to just do a broad stroke going over this. Look up top here, you'll see the temperature change as I move the cursor, move the hand around. Out here in the Gulf Stream, you'll see they've got some very warm waters up in the 86 degrees, but I really want to focus up here. Look off the northern outer banks here. You see it's 74, 75 degrees. In the Pamlico, Albemarle Sound, it's 76 degrees. In the top of Pamlico Sound, 78 degrees. But as you come on down to the southern portion of the Pamlico Sound, particularly going on into like the Neuse River, you'll see it's around 81 degrees. Now, we've had cold winds, northerly winds for the past couple of weeks, so that's cooled things down. But let's zoom on in just a little bit here. You see Oregon Inlet, Southern Shores, Kill Devil Hills, beach water temperatures at 76 degrees, Wanchese, Oregon Inlet. But once we get on down to the Waves, Rodanthe, Avon area, watch the temperature start going up 78 degrees down to Avon, 79, 80 degrees, down to the point of Cape Hatteras, 80 degrees. Now, once we get to Ocracoke and moving on down south, that's where we get 81, 82 degrees. We're going to move on up to the Cape Lookout area, and you'll see that the water temperatures are pretty consistent around 82 degrees. This is where, as you'll hear in the fishing report, where all the tarpon are being caught in the warm waters, 82, 83 degrees. This is where all the drum are being caught oceanside. So that's very, very interesting. If we head on out here to places like the northeast corner of the Big Rock, you'll see that's around 84 degrees. It is that time of year. I want to thank SatFish for this imagery. We do get it in real time. I just did a small little overview of it. We're going to get into details with the SatFish satellite information here real shortly. Now, what you've been waiting for, the fishing report. Let's head on up to Jeanette's Pier. They're talking about black sea bass, bluefish, pinfish. That's in the fishing report. Pigfish, which some call hogfish, and perch and Spanish mackerel. Ocean temperatures there is at 76 degrees, and we just saw that on the sea surface temperatures. Speechless sport fishing's out of Pirates Cove. The family had an absolute blast today, and the son caught his first sailfish, something he'll likely never forget. All right, Saltwater's OBX fishing. More trout action for Dennis and crew, and we ended the trip with a nice slot drum. The day before, they also, another great morning of fishing with Nancy, Andy, and grandson Drew, and the trout and flounder were snapping. Hearing a lot about that. Sneaky Pete OBX fishing. Today we were dodging thunderstorms. This 2 days ago in a sou'wester. Over the weekend we were dealing with a nor'easter with gusts up to 30 knots. The bigger trout are starting to show, and the reds are starting to get a little more consistent. Here we go. Feels like the beginning of fall fishing. You better believe it. Outcast fishing charters. All right, ocean finally calmed down, so we ran on out to some triggerfish grounds, fell into them so hard they were chewing hooks off, fighting hard. All right, now, speaking of consistent and big drum, Clay McPherson with above sea level adventures, and again, it's not the ocean sea, it's the letter C, says the evening drum bite has been insane, and it has been for him over the past couple of weeks, and he's fishing behind Oregon Inlet. He says, once again, in 2.5 feet of water. Yeah, grassy, sandy shoals with an incoming tide, 76-degree water. Thank you very much for Clay McPherson for that report. Outrigger, Oregon Inlet, great catch of Mahi and one white marlin for this crowd from West Virginia. Yay. Hatteras, oh, I love Rodanthe Pier. They have the magic Rodanthe Pier dry erase board report. It says sheep's head pompano in Spanish with water temperatures at 74 degrees. I love that this is all confirming the seawater surface temperatures that we now have. They say Chase Fomich from Ohio with a 7.53 pound sheep's head just caught. He also has bluefish and sea mullet in his cooler, so congratulations to Chase. Carolina Girl says, we picked at the Dolphin all day long till we had our limit. And a really nice class of fish with over half being slingers and gaffers. And just a little notice, I see some tuna mixed in there as well. The Miss Hatteras Party Boat. Now this one I really like as well. It says Beth got her birthday Wahoo. Now this is a head boat. They're calling it, they're a party boat, but do you know why it's called a head boat? Just counting heads, seeing how many people are on your boat. But I really like this, with a party boat or a head boat, most people think of just bottom fishing, but no, listen to this. It said Beth got her birthday Wahoo, great vermilion snapper fishing, some sand tiles, blue runners, and a fun day. Now think about this, by the way. They got that Wahoo, and we're going to show you some other head boats with some other pelagic or other swimming fish, not bottom fish, that when you're on top, a head boat's going to be on top of a live bottom, something live, whether it's structure, whether it's grass, whatever. There's lots of fish there, and they're just pulling up stuff. And so Mr. Wahoo, Mr. Tuna, Mr. Whoever is saying, hey, look, food. So boom, all of a sudden as you're reeling in one fish, you catch a bigger fish. And they also light line off the back of these head boats, party boats. Frank and Fran's in Avon, North Carolina. They say Kara and her family did well south of Avon Pier, catching Spanish blues and a couple of sea mullet. Jessica was catching blues along with puppy drum she caught yesterday in Buxton. This morning, Jim, owner of Psycho Surf Fishing, caught a 3.96 pound pompano at Ramp 55 with a rig he's experimenting with. And that's the rig you were taking a look at. Now, Spectacular. If you go on Facebook, I think it's under Hatteras Light Tackle Fishing. It's Spectacular. It said Sambo and Bratton came up this way from Wilmington and caught a nice bunch of bluefish. These boys are really good fishermen. Bluefish have been real consistent up there. Good time sport fishing. Man, what a day with the girls. Limited out on dolphin by 7:30 a.m. And we keep hearing, that's the last report we did. Somebody else limited out on their dolphin by about 7:30 in the morning. Said they put out wire, did some Dunkaroos, and the Wahoo started chewing with some tuna. There we go. So notice the difference. Oh, yeah. Take a look at these pictures of those of the dolphin, of the mahi. Do you notice it's blue and there's silver and there's green and there's yellow colors, all different colors? Those fish will literally change colors in front of your eyes when you're reeling them in. When they get excited, that's what happens. Now, the Crystal Coast Cape Lookout area, the Captain Stacy in Atlantic Beach and Atlantic Beach Causeway. Let's roll this wonderful bean footage. It's Wednesday, October 13th, full day trip. Captain definitely put us on the fish today. A light load, but some full stringers. Scup, porkies, ringtail porkies, grunts, vermilion snapper, triggerfish, banded rudderfish, some almaco jacks, 2 false albacore, and the surprise catch to the 16 mahi caught. Wow, a great day on the water. And again, they're bottom fishing. They're on top of an active area with his fishies, and Mr. Mahi or tuna or Mr. Wahoo sees all of his food going up from off of the bottom, and bam, so 16 mahi. By the way, did you happen to see the oyster toad in that crowd of fish? I love it. Captain Austin's Guide Service and Eco Tours. Another good evening of catching and tagging redfish. He's so nonchalant about it, and he's doing so well with his very large fish. I believe he's up there in the Noosh River area doing that. Sensation Sport Fishing, Morehead City waterfront. Take a look at this video when they were fishing out of Pirates Cove. Alrighty, our friends Slack Tides Fishing, go to their YouTube channel, Slack Tides Fishing, and they said snuck out of the Beaufort Inlet with Justin Manners of Sally Toad Fishing, ran across a school of 4 to 5 pound Spanish, cutting bait with 0 birds in sight. Snuck up with casting distance, and the rest is history. Jig of choice was a 3/4 ounce beach bum lure in chrome. So go on and Slack Tides Fishing, go to their YouTube channel. You see their little logo that I put up here. So just go take a look and see what's going on. A viewer has a question, and I love this. Knox Hughes, he says, love your show. Our family will be on vacation in the southeastern part of North Carolina this first week of September. Do you have any surf fishing recommendations? I guess he's asking where, what, how, the who, what, where, when, why, and hows. He says, also, is there a person or business where I can glean local knowledge? Knox, I said, contact Knox at Prop Alert. The email is info@thepropalert.com. So help Knox out there. Johnny Mercer's Pier in Wrightsville Beach, guess what? Tarpon again. I don't know what's going on down in that neck of the woods, but tarpon have been active there for the past couple of weeks, but not to be outdone. The Jolly Roger Pier in Topsail, they say, well, they show another big tarpon caught and released early this morning. Greg was the angler, and assisting the catch were Jay and Slade. This one estimated at 131 pounds. Last night we also caught spots, mullets, trout, and drum. Now, why is the tarpon activity so hot and heavy down in that neck of the woods? Well, the only thing I can lean to is what we showed earlier with the sea surface temperatures. It's 82, 83 degrees down there. Up in the northern Outer Banks, it's 75, 76 degrees up there, and that's where they're catching the drum, the big drum. And they're also catching, as we know, in the Pamlico Sound. So anyway, who knows? Oak Island Fishing Pier, 2 kings last Monday. One weighed over 34 pounds. So congratulations to the Oak Island Pier. Glad to hear you got some king mackerel activity. Now, if you got a fishing report, if you got pictures, video that you want to send on in and get it on the air, email me, billhitchcock@mail.com, billhitchcock@mail.com. And by the way, you may recall last week I told everybody that there'd been a problem with the email, and I fixed it, and people have sent stuff in. So we're creating a show just for you guys with all the stuff that didn't make air, so we can show that to you. It doesn't matter if you're a pier, if you're a charter boat, a bait and tackle shop, an experienced fisherman, a guide. If you've only been fishing once in your life, don't care, send it on in. Please give some context to the what you caught and where you caught and all. We're not interested in your secret fishing spot. All right, I'm Bill Hitchcock. Enough of me. Until next time, see ya.